good morning, everyone. It is Labor Day. We're in September already. Can you believe it? I hope you all had a great weekend, and we got a good show for you today. We got, the wonderful Duplicate Bridge Club. They have an amazing amount of classes coming up over September and October, November that we're going to tell you all about, that you can join in if you ever want to learn how to play bridge. Also, we have Lisa Bartlett here talking about whale watching. It goes year-round now in Dana Point, believe it or not. It's no longer just seasonal. We'll talk about how you can get on one of these and have a great amount of time. Also, the Korean American Club is having a wonderful festival coming up, and would love to have you join them on that. They had it last year, and I think it was a sellout. The library, of course, has some wonderful book clubs that you can join this time of the year, and also the resources that they have now online, how you can reserve books and look for different authors that are coming up. We're going to tell you all about that. And then finally, the Equestrian Center, which is, of course, our wonderful, wonderful resource here right in the village. And if you've always wanted to find out how you can learn to ride, well, you will. All right, hey, as far as the weather, still a little humid out and a little bit warm, but I think over the next couple of days, that's all going to dissipate just a little bit. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
When your sticker package arrives, follow the simple instructions on the envelope. It's important to know that the sticker must be adhered to the inside of your vehicle before driving on a tolled bridge, lane, or road. There, you're all set to go out and enjoy the drive. A new drive awaits on the toll roads of Orange County.
Well, from the Duplicate Bridge Club today, we have Greta and Margaret, and they love coming on here and just telling us all about the different events and classes and all the stuff going on in the Bridge Club. And there is a lot. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, there really is a lot. It's hard to keep up with.
Well, yes, it is, but we're going to be here every month to make sure that you do, Ken.
All right. Okay, so Greta, how do people get points? Does that mean you have to be in recognized tournaments?
You can get points at the Bridge Club. You can get points going to a sectional or a regional or a national. They all offer master points, and those are tabulated through the American Bridge Contract League.
Okay.
So that's a national organization. But right away you find out usually at the club you're earning only black points, but we occasionally have stack games where you can earn silver as well. In order to get the red points, you need to go to a regional to get and gold points. And the national, of course, is red and gold.
So what's the significance of the different colors of the points? They're worth more? Or?
To become a life master, you have to have 50 gold points, 75 silver, 75 red, and then the rest can be any combination up to 500.
Okay.
So in a typical game at a club, you're only really getting 1 or 2 points.
Okay.
Or part of a point.
Or part of a point, yeah,
Right.
yeah. It depends on how large the game is.
Okay.
And so it really takes effort, it takes coordination, it takes planning if you want to become a life master. And I'll use myself as an example. I'm kind of on the verge. I have all my silver, I have all my red, I need 7.78 gold, and then overall I still need another 50 points. They can be any color though.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm on the verge, and I'm really pushing forward and attending as many regional conferences tournaments as I can.
Now, Greta, when you're in these tournaments, do you get points just by finishing the tournament, or do you have to get points by your rank?
You have to get points by qualifying.
Okay.
According to the score you have. And I can remember I got my Life Master back in '97 but we went to every tournament we could to get those gold, and we finally got the gold that we needed and attained the Life Master, and it's quite an achievement.
All right. But all along, though, you have all these classes coming up as well, and coming up in September, you have evening classes on Mondays, and then you have morning classes on Fridays, and these run from September into October.
Right. This is the continuation. We offer a beginning series. It's really 3 different opportunities for the courses. And in the one coming up in September, we're going to be discussing scoring, vulnerability, preempting at the 3 level, the week 2 bids, overcalls, advances, and negative doubles. So there's a lot of content that I'm going to be kind of squeezing into 6 weeks. But
that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Awful.
But the folks that I'm working with have already been through 2 sessions. So this is really their 3rd session. And each session builds on the other one. So they're ready.
And should they to sign up for these, by the way, it's $45 for all 6 classes, or $8 for a single session, plus $13 for a textbook. If you go for the all 6, it includes the book.
If you sign up for the series, the book is included. If you just want to come for certain sessions, and some people do because we let them know every week what topic, it's $8 a session, but then they would have to buy the textbook separately.
Okay, so it's really much better to sign up for the 6 classes. Even if you missed one, you get the textbook.
Well, if you're in the Monday night class, I do the same class on Friday morning. So if you're going to miss one or the other, maybe you can work it out to attend the opposite. And then I have some students that come to the Monday night, and they also come to the Friday morning because they want reinforcement on the lesson.
Now beyond that, you have other things. You have a Pro-Am game coming up on the 25th of October, and Brush Up on Basics with Greta on September 11th. I mean, you just got all kinds of things.
Oh, well, I'm chairman of the education committee, so I'm just pushing for all these things to happen. And this Pro-Am game especially will be wonderful for newer players to play with an experienced player. We consider that the pro is someone who has over 500 master points, the other people under, and we will be randomly matching them, and they will play together. And it's just to let them know that, you know, you can play with a more experienced player and you don't have to play in an open game. And we think it's going to be a great experience for them.
It's great that over there, especially this year, there are far more opportunities for people to learn, because there was a time when there's maybe a couple times a year
we had a drought on training new people. We did, yes, bringing new people into the fold. And when Greta became the chair of the education committee, that all changed.
Yeah,
drastically.
So that's really good.
Yes.
LagunaBridge.com, right?
Yes.
It's the website, so people can get information there about all these different events, whether you've never played before or you're somebody who has lots and lots of points. You'll find something for you, and just fun above anything else.
Right. It's just a fun place. We hope it's a fun place to be in. People come in, and it's a social event for a lot of them. It's, yes, this is our day to play, and we really enjoy it. And each new twosome that comes to your table, you make them feel welcome, and you have a good time.
Yeah.
And you might earn
It's great
something.
how you've both built this up quite a bit, and all the folks. Yeah. Very good. And again, LagunaBridge.com, that's the website. You can find out more information there. If you've never done it before, you want to learn, you're at the perfect place to do so. Very good. Good to see you both. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you,
and
Ken.
We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru, where families come first. As a family-ran dealership, your family's safety is our #1 priority. Come in and find the perfect Subaru from the largest selection of Subarus in Orange County. All models are top safety picks by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. We offer the ideal balance of safety, performance, and economy. Irvine Subaru, more Subarus, more safety, more performance, more love.
Well, as I just mentioned, we have Supervisor Lisa Bartlett here today. And one of the wonderful places here in Orange County that is just great for the whole family is down in Dana Point. They have the wonderful Ocean Institute. And today we have Dan Pingaro here. He is the president and CEO of the Ocean Institute. And coming up is the Tall Ships Festival, which I've been to several times. It's magnificent. So welcome to both of you. Great to see you.
Thank you. Great to be back again.
Yeah, and you know, we always know that Dana Point holds a special place for you.
Absolutely. I've lived there for over 30 plus years, and you know, we have the harbor renovation, which will be kicking off very soon. The Ocean Institute has always been one of our crown jewels in Dana Point Harbor. Yeah,
and of course Orange County in general has just wonderful beaches, and you can almost pick the type of coastline that you want in Orange County.
Yes, 42 miles of pristine coastline. We're very blessed.
Yeah, and I love the way that depending where you go, you can go, this is kind of Mediterranean, this is kind of this is kind of, and it's really special. And of course, you know, we've talked in the past about all the projects that are going to be happening down in Dana Point coming up, which is wonderful. And one of the gems down there is, of course, the Ocean Institute.
Yes.
Yeah, it is wonderful. And we've been down there many times, and it's great to have you here today, Dan, because it's a place I think that a lot of people grow up on, meaning many of the schools go down there. They have the projects, they have the overnight on the Pilgrim and all kinds of that. My wife did that when some of her classes years ago. And it's just a very special place, isn't it?
Absolutely, a very special place with a long history in our community and an opportunity for children of all ages to actually come down to the waterfront and enjoy the history, the culture, the beach, the sailing industry. It's just a lot of fun down there for whether you're doing an overnight and you're in 5th grade, or whether you're 50 years old and bringing your children down, or whether you want to come down with your children and grandchildren. There's something for people of all ages to go sailing or down to the Tall Ships Festival, which is coming up in just a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a moment. We're going to show a short spot that you folks sent us about the Ocean Institute. We'll roll that and then we'll come right back.
Nearly 630 billion gallons of water. 7.5 billion people on Earth. 840 miles of California coastline. All connected by the ocean. And we're connecting it to you. We believe in embracing curiosity. We ask questions not for answers, but for experiences. We want you to adventure into the unknown as we explore the underwater world. Together, we open the door to infinite discovery through conservation, research, education, and experience. We are Ocean Institute, and the ocean is our classroom.
Well, we saw the overview there of the Ocean Institute. We're going to talk about the Tall Ships Festival coming up in just a moment. But Dan, you wanted to point out all the wonderful things that are down there, all the different interpretive centers and the Pilgrim, and it's just so much to see down there for everyone.
Yeah, it's a very dynamic location here in Orange County and in the harbor, and we recently opened up the maritime buildings right next to the Pilgrim. Many of your viewers might remember when they've last been down there, the barn and the old adobe building. That's now open to the public as a historical maritime center that's free to come in and learn about the history of Dana Point, Southern California, and the Pilgrim 2 years before the mast story. So there's a lot there from that standpoint. People can also go out whale watching with their families. On Saturdays and Sundays, it's open to the public at 10 o'clock. We go out offshore and we bring on board marine biologists and a very trained scientific staff. So it really gives you a deep immersion into what is basically the blue Serengeti right here off our coast of Orange County. It's a beautiful way to learn and explore about the ocean.
I like how you say that, the Blue Serengeti.
Yeah,
That's a great way to put that.
It's a really dynamic piece of the ocean out there with a lot of different whales and mammals and fish as well. So it's a really a special place. When you're on this whale watching vessels, you'll see a lot of different animals out there, and it's just a spectacular opportunity to view our coastline. So we hope your viewers will come down, go whale watching, and also take part in all the free aspects that are at Ocean Institute, including going tide pooling with our docents.
We do that a lot. Yes.
And that's a lot of fun for everybody to go down there, whether you're a young child or an adult.
And as you mentioned, there's docents down there.
That's right.
So they can point out what you're looking at, and it's a lot of fun for kids and families. You know, we've got to mention, you know, you don't take anything from there. This isn't like years ago, people would pick up rocks and shells and stuff. But they're there to really help you and point out, you know, this is what you're looking at and this is what this is. And I'm sure you've done that many times, right?
Oh, absolutely. And the tide pools are just amazing.
Yeah.
You know, they get buses of 5th graders that come from all over Southern California, and some kids have never been to the ocean before.
Yeah.
It's an amazing experience that will change their lives forever. But you know that Dana Point Harbor, Dana Point is really known now and has been trademarked as the whale watching and dolphin capital of the world, which is very exciting for our community.
And I didn't realize, you know, nowadays they have just about year round you can go out, right? On
Absolutely.
The whale watching, where I thought it used to be just seasonal, they take the boats out, but now it's all the time. Or on the weekends, at least.
It's year-round that the boats are going out, and there's multiple different venues within the harbor that take people out, whether it's sailing or whale watching. We combine both at Ocean Institute, but there are other opportunities throughout the harbor and throughout the entire year to get out on the waterfront.
And I have to mention, although we're months away, but not that far away, the wonderful holiday lights that were brought back. And we saw them this past year. And it's just so much fun to go down there and enjoy that.
Yeah, there's something in the harbor going on virtually every weekend.
Yeah.
And certainly now through the holiday season, you're going to find a lot of wonderful activities and decorations. And we've got our Tall Ships Festival coming up, so it's very exciting.
And see, Lisa brought me an early Christmas gift right there. No, I got to point this out. She brought us some nice mugs and stuff like that. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I love it. You know, even though we're months away, there we go. All right, let's talk about the Tall Ships Festival. It's something that we've done as a family over the years several times. It's a lot of fun. So tell us about all that. And what if people are maybe they're new to the area, they haven't heard of that before, what it's really all about?
Sure. The Tall Ships Festival starts September 6th and runs through the 8th. So 2.5 days of activities. We have tall ships from around the West Coast coming on site where people can actually go and sail on those vessels. We also have a lot of activities centered around the Tall Ships Festival, which includes historical reenactors. There's an entire mermaid show, which a lot of the young children love to go to. The mermaid brunch sells out every single year. It is one of the most exciting aspects of the Tall Ships, especially for the young children. We also, as I said, go sailing. We do the historical reenactors. This year, we're increasing the amount of live bands that we'll have on site. So there's a lot of interactivity with music on the waterfront, as well as an opportunity to taste some food, different foods and beer and wine tasting as well. And there's going to be a number of educational games that we'll be putting out throughout the entire area. That is all part of your general admission. And then if you want to go out on one of the boats sailing during the cannon battles that everybody talks about in the evenings, you can purchase a ticket for that as well.
Okay.
And that'll happen on both Friday and Saturday evenings, the cannon battles. So it should be a pretty exciting time for children of all ages there. And we know this is a great way to learn about the 30+ programs that we do year-round for schools and the public at Ocean Institute. So it's it gets us in the community and gets 10,000 people in this community excited about what's happening down on the waterfront from a historical, science, and even artistic viewpoint. And I want to point out many thanks to Supervisor Bartlett's office for her tremendous support in getting the word out about Ocean Institute through a mailer to tens of thousands of our local citizens. I really appreciate
and I should
that.
mention that you can sign up for the supervisor's email that comes out each week, and always mentions everything that's going on within your district and throughout Orange County.
Yep, it's a
just
great
in
way.
General.
Great way to stay tuned. But this is our 35th year for the Tall Ships Festival.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, we do want to point out where people should park, because yes, you can park down there if you come really early, but you have at least one place off-site, am I right?
That's correct. And if you're real early, you can park down there, but the reality is that it's really good to go park at the Strand's Selva parking lot or the Dana Hills High School parking lot, where we have a free shuttle that'll take you on a 30-minute basis down and back to the parking locations. They'll be running from the beginning of the festival to 30 minutes after close each evening. So nobody has to worry. There's plenty of parking, and this will be a free shuttle.
And it works well. We've done that before.
Absolutely. It makes it so much easier. And of course, people can walk down there and bicycle. That's another opportunity. We see a lot of people utilizing that, taking their bikes on the bus and then just biking in.
Now, what are the hours? You mentioned the cannon battles, but what are the general hours of the festival?
Generally, the festival is open from 10 to 4 p.m. In the evenings, for the sales and ales component, it does stay open later in the evening when we have some live music and food. That's right on the waterfront there. However, most families would be coming down from 10 to 4, and the shuttles will be running that entire time. You can get a ticket for a family of 4 for $50. They give you access to the docks, the music, and a variety of the activities, whether they're fun, reenactments, historical components, or some of the educational games, and even go visit some of the mermaids, all included in your general admission ticket.
Yeah, and as I said, we've been down there before, and it's really just a lot of fun. All the activities that happen down there. You mentioned the mermaids, which are very big. Now, I've seen in the past, we've got a couple on the wharf
right
there. There they are. Don't you have one, or at least I think there's a photo that you might have sent. I don't know if I put it in or not, where they're kind of watching them. There's a tank that they go in, or on screen, or that one right there.
Yes. So that tank is, we utilize that for our robotics classes that we do with students, and we do a lot of engineering and robotics. But during the Tall Ships Festival, the mermaids come in for a very special show. And as you can see here, a lot of the young children love to go see the mermaids. And it's absolutely amazing that they can swim underwater upside down for about a minute and a half.
Wow.
It's truly just amazing to see this, and their costumes, they look just like mermaids, and it's just amazing. There's 2 or 3 of them at a time. It really captivates the children, and it's like I said, that brunch sells out first thing. So there's still space available.
Mermaids too.
So you're welcome to come down. They will be there throughout the entire festival.
Now, you mentioned this tank is used for robotics.
That's right.
I haven't heard about that.
So we have a couple new programs that we've been implementing over the last year and a half, including engineering, arts, and math. And one of the engineering components, we've worked with Boeing to create a robotics course, and students put together their own autonomous vehicle, and then they practice utilizing it in that tank before putting it in the ocean, because you wouldn't want to lose it. So you would learn the engineering components of putting it together and then actually driving it. So it really gives you a sense of what you might be doing as a scientist exploring the ocean. We've all seen the underwater vehicles on TV, on Nova, on PBS. Well, now the students are actually able to build these themselves. And it just starts to highlight for them different career paths. Maybe you become a scientist or an engineer or a funder who supports the development of these types of vehicles or create a business around them. So there's a lot of opportunities. We just heard, and if you'll give me another 15 seconds, we had a beautiful letter come in from a young lady who now works at Los Alamos Lab in New Mexico, and she had said that she got her start in science at Ocean Institute.
Wow.
And so from these small weekends that we do, or the longer programming for the summer, or the scholastic programs focused on robotics and engineering, come many great careers and wonderful people in our community. And that was just one anecdotal testament that we received in a letter from Los Alamos Lab this week. So we know we're having an impact. Orange County's having an impact nationally on our science and education, and it's great to have the support of Supervisor Bartlett and our entire community. So we hope you all come down, because in the end, buying a ticket supports the students' programs.
Yeah,
so we're really excited.
It does. Well, we'll make sure to mention this again.
Thank you.
One thing we want to mention too, in that you've talked about this in the past, but coming up next week, August 29th, you're doing a Veterans Resource Fair that people can go to. This will be up in Mission Viejo, and it's really a great resource for folks.
It really is. On August 29th is our annual Veterans Resource Fair, and it's great for the community at large, but certainly for our veterans, connecting them to important services that the county can offer, healthcare services, but also affordable housing services as well.
Yeah.
We have a number of veterans housing projects throughout the county that are moving forward. And then we have job opportunities as well. Many of the local businesses have specific job opportunities for our veterans.
Yeah, so this will be next week. It's on the campus of Saddleback College. And so if you need to go down there, maybe you can arrange some sort of group that you might want to drive down there and enjoy that. That will be from 10 o'clock or about 10:15 to 1. And it's being done over in the Services Quad area next to the Veterans Memorial that you dedicated.
Right.
Yeah, so very good. So if you want to go to that, we'll remind folks again about that as well. And the Ocean Institute, you want to find out more, it's oceaninstitute.org. So very easy to get information there. And the tall ships come up on September 6th, 7th, and 8th. A lot of fun. I mean, seriously, it's really good. I think people forget what's down there, and you need to go to these places. And if you haven't been there a long time, it kind of jogs the memory, and then you kind of see what's there. Even if you just go down there without your grandkids or whatever, just to go down, and then you go, wow, next time the grandkids, this is something we can go out and do.
Absolutely. It's a really fun social activity for everybody, and you can even come down and volunteer.
Yes. All right. A lot of fun. That's right. If you want to volunteer, you need folks. Thank you very much. Always good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Thank you.
Great to see you
Dan,
this
nice
morning.
to meet you. And again, you can go on the supervisor's website, and I usually just tell you, instead of the website name, just Google Lisa Bartlett, Orange County Supervisor. You get there, and you can sign up for her weekly emails that give you all kinds of events and activities that are going on in this area. We'll be right back.
This isn't just a pastime. It's a passion. The thrill and camaraderie brought him joy. When his family wanted a special way to honor his memory, we knew the perfect way to say goodbye. Only a Dignity Memorial professional can celebrate a life like no other. Find out how at dignityorangecounty.com.
Well, coming up in September 12th to be exact, the Korean American Club is going to have a wonderful show, and they're going to be benefiting the foundation of Laguna Woods Village. So today we have on Peter Chong. He is with the Korean American Club. You're the president of that club.
Yes, sir.
And it's great to have you back. We have Marcy Scheinwald on, and I think a lot of you know Marcy. She is, of course, with the foundation, and she's done all kinds of things there, right, Marcy?
Yes.
Yes, so it's great to have you both on. First, Peter, tell folks, maybe they haven't seen you on here before,
Yeah, I think so.
about the Korean American Club. We have a lot of people that are new to Laguna Woods. Often they come from Korea, or they come from in and around this area, and they're Korean themselves. And what a great opportunity to join a club like this.
Yeah, now I came to Laguna Woods Village about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Then that time about 550 Korean people, but now people say about 1,500 Korean people. It's increasing, and people enjoying here.
Yeah.
They love enjoying here.
So you folks, besides the events you have a couple times a year, do you meet on a regular basis? Do you meet once a month and have other activities as well?
Well, basically, we Korean people meet about 5 or 6 times altogether.
Okay.
But sometimes we have a small group meeting here and there, we have about almost 30 small group meetings.
Okay.
Korean, community. So people are enjoying according to their, hobby or talent. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Now, of course, you were on a while back about an event that you were having. This one that is coming up on September 12th. It's okay. How do you pronounce that?
Arirang Festival.
Okay. And Marcy, they're benefiting the foundation, which is fantastic.
Yes, and we're very grateful. We're very grateful for the Korean American Club support and for all of the clubs in the village who support us. But I think this festival provides a unique opportunity. As Peter was saying, we have an increasing number of Korean Americans living in the village.
Yeah.
And many of us have Korean American neighbors. And this festival gives us an opportunity to learn a little bit more about Korean culture.
Right.
So it does two things at the same time. You can learn about Korean culture, actually three things. You can have a wonderful night of entertainment. And the third is that you can support the foundation, which steps in to help needier residents in the village.
Yeah, and the foundation, of course, works closely with our social services department, right?
Absolutely. We work hand in hand. In fact, we recommend to people that if they're experiencing some kind of need, financial, physical, sometimes even emotional, the first stop should be social services. They will link you up with needed services. If you need financial support,
right,
that's the link.
Right. And I know you've said this before, but you know, when the foundation steps in with financial support, you don't hand the person the money.
No.
You will pay their electric bill or, you know, whatever it might be.
And the other important thing to know is we do not know who is getting our assistance. It is completely confidential. It could be my next door neighbor. I have no idea. All we get is an ID number.
Okay.
No names, no addresses. And you're right, Ken, we pay the vendor, the electric company, CVS, the doctor, the caregiver.
Yeah. Very good. Now, Peter, tell us what's going to be happening at this festival. I understand that you're going to get up there on stage as well?
Yeah. Well, like last year in same Arirang Festival, I was standing on the stage there and invited the representative from the foundation, and we handed over $5,000 check to help people.
Very nice. Wow.
And this year we wish to do more than that. But I don't know how much will come. But I encourage Korean people to give, donation.
Right.
In the name of the foundation, and then we sell tickets for $10 for Arirang Festival show, and we have to pay rental and technician expenses, everything. Then the balance, the left money of our income will be donated to the foundation.
Okay.
So, we like to do more than as much as we can do.
And
we like to help.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. So you were telling me you're going to do some sort of a act or one-man show, or?
Well, people, last 40 years, I was a pastor in church, Korean community church. But since I retired and came to here, Laguna Woods Village, I had my personal free time. And then I found myself, I have talent of joke and humor. And people encouraged me to do that. And so then I'm going to do one-man show, maybe 2 or 3 programs in Arirang Festival.
Very good.
Yeah.
That'll
in
be
English,
a lot
of course.
And he didn't tell you, he's also publishing a book of humor.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm writing now humor book, humor collections.
Yeah.
It will be published in about November.
Now, English or Korean?
Well, now I was
both?
thinking to do in Korean and English, but this is my first try. I'll do in Korean first.
Okay.
Then if I have a reputation, then next year I'll do in bilingual, in Korean and English. And people love it. I'm a humor writer.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Very good. So beyond you getting up on stage, you're going to have other folks at the festival as well, their entertainment.
Yeah, we have many programs like last year. Well, now, Laguna Woods Village is kind of like a diverse ethnic group community.
Yeah.
Many kind of people here. And performance. on the stage. And art and sport is international language.
Yeah, yes.
And through this Island Festival show, we introduce our Korean culture to folks here, to people. Korea has almost 5,000 years of history.
Yeah.
So we have a long and deep cultural art, and so we like to show it to come to closer to with the community people to understand more each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And then enjoy together. And so then Korean traditional dance, drumming, bang, 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 like drumming dance, and then Western dance, like a line dance and modern dance and martial arts demonstration, a new Broadway show like that. And then we will prove that age is no more than numbers.
Okay.
You'll see people,
That's
if
true.
they come to Island
That's true
Festival.
here,
Oh,
for
yes,
sure.
sir.
Yeah.
If they come here to Island Festival show this year, they will see between 70 and 80 some years old ladies. They will stretch out their legs and then New York Broadway show.
Oh, wow. Oh, like the Rockettes.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Wow.
Between 70 and 80 some years old
Yeah,
ladies.
it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
They will
That's
see.
worth the ticket alone.
Right. So again, this is coming up on September 12th. That's a Thursday at the Performing Arts Center at 6 o'clock. It's $10 per ticket that you can get on sale right now. And then, of course, as Peter has said, you can additionally donate some money to the foundation while you're there, right?
Yes, sir.
You going to wear your hat?
I'll do. Yeah, it's my trademark.
Okay.
Always.
Very good. Peter,
Thank
good
you,
to see
sir.
you. Marcy, good to see you again.
Thank you very much, Ken.
You
for
take
having
care, and we'll be right back. I like the hat.
Thank you.
David's in jail? Where?
Here in San Antonio, ma'am. I'm David's lawyer and I'm trying to get him out of jail.
Well, what do you need me to do?
Why, $700, or better yet, send me a credit card number and I'll get him out of jail immediately.
When in doubt, hang up. Scammers will find family facts for an emotional effect.
Oh, can I talk to him?
I'm sorry, ma'am. He's in jail. If you want to get him out, you got to get me $700 immediately.
If at all in doubt, hang up. It could save you from financial ruin.
And with me right now from our wonderful Village Library is Eileen Ordway. Always good to see you. Welcome.
Good to see you too, Ken.
And you know, in the past you've talked about the way people can reserve books, and it's a great tool for people. And they can go online and do it. Of course, they can come in the library,
Yes.
but we're going to talk about some of the things they can do online to be able to do that easy from their home.
Right. We started a new feature probably at the end of last year called Reserve Express,
Yeah.
where if people have favorite authors, they can go into the system, they sign into the catalog, and they can go to our reserve request section. They can select that they'd like to receive new books from their favorite authors. We have a list of about 40 authors now. We have about 40 people actually who've signed up to do this. So when that author comes out with a new book, they are automatically put on the reserve list. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to watch the catalog to see when we get it added. It just will automatically happen. But when we first implemented it, we didn't have a way to distinguish between regular print books and large print books or CD books, because we do have a lot of people here who prefer the large print. So when we first implemented it, if we got a James Patterson when we had the large print and the regular print, and we had 10 people who signed up that he's one of their favorite authors, they would get put on the reserve list for both of those books.
Okay, and so that's
So then it would just get really confusing.
Yeah,
We'd be calling them and saying, "Oh, the large print's ready for you," but I already read it. So what happened was the company who we get this application from, they must have gotten complaints from other people, and they made an update to their application.
Okay.
So now we can have a way of letting people select the different types of books. So when you sign into your account and you go and select reserves request, and you'll see a line that says to request new books.
Okay.
And it'll come up with this list of the authors. But
Oh, yeah,
now
look
it's
at that.
blown out. So there, I went in and I could select that I would like to get the regular print and the large print for a Nora Roberts.
Okay.
But I just did that to test that you really can. It's not like you can only select one thing.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So you actually have 3 choices here. Am I reading that right? A CD book? Or
yes,
books on audio?
audio
Okay.
books on CD. Yes.
Okay, got
yeah,
it.
not like reading them, it's listening to them.
Okay, got it.
Which is starting to get rare, but we still have it.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people who like to do that.
Now, I have another question. Large print books, are they thicker books? Are they physically larger books? Or so
No, they're,
every page?
they're the same size
Okay.
books. They may be a little thicker.
Okay.
But what they do is they hardly have any margins.
Okay.
So they just blow it up a little enough that they don't have to
Okay.
make them too thick.
Okay. So that way it's not cumbersome. Because I was wondering about that.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
an
How
issue
much
for
bigger
some
is the
people.
font? Have you noticed?
I don't know. Maybe twice.
Okay.
Some of the really small print, but maybe a 50% larger
Okay.
for some of the others.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. So this is a great way for a great tool that people can use.
Yes. So now if you really prefer large print books, then when we get the large print book in, we will hit that Reserve Express button on our side, and you'll automatically get put into the reserve
Okay.
list. Now, if you do pick both books, because a lot of times not as many people ask for the large print, you might get it faster if you're on the large print list. But then we would say, let us know to take you off the reserve list for the other one.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. So
yeah.
that way people can choose what they want
Right.
and whatever comes in first.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, the next one is, as you said, select your authors and book type. And if people want, can they come in? Say they're not very good at going online?
Absolutely.
They can.
We would
Okay.
be happy to help anyone do this. And if one of their favorite authors is not on our list yet, we can add them. So
Okay.
yeah, we would really like people to take advantage of this feature.
Yeah, that's
it's
great.
really nice.
Now, you mentioned, we talked about the CDs, which are becoming more and more rare.
Yeah.
Are there ways that if you don't have certain ones, you can steer people to audiobooks? If, of course, they have to, like Audubon, you have to pay for that, but...
We don't have a way to
Okay.
download to an MP3
Okay.
or
I
to
didn't know
your
if you guys
phone.
had like free ones that come to you or anything
No,
like
we
that.
don't. We looked into like even doing the books that would come on Kindle, and
Okay.
it's just too expensive for us to set that
Right.
up because
Okay.
and the Orange County libraries, you can get them through them.
Oh, they can? Okay.
Yeah, most of the people who are readers who come to our library, they also belong to Orange County.
Yeah.
So you can download audiobooks or Kindle type
Okay.
books from them.
Okay, that's good. And nothing taking away from traditional books, but one of the advantages to Kindle and things like that is you can have large print, small print, black
Yes,
on white,
you
white on black,
make
whatever
it
you
whatever
want.
works for you.
Yeah.
And the Kindle books are when you go on vacation. Like I was away
Yes.
for 3 weeks, I would have had a pile of books to take with me, and I just got them on my
Yes.
Kindle, and I was good.
My
So,
wife loves her Kindle.
Yeah, even
And
if
you know
we
what?
don't do that, yes.
They last a long time.
Yeah,
I
oh,
think her
yeah.
previous one she had for maybe, I don't know, 8 years.
Me
And the
too.
battery lasted all that.
Yes.
I mean, of course, you charge it, but
Yes.
it's amazing.
Me too, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, also you wanted to talk about that the old pros, and I wanted to ask you about this. Wednesday, September 25th, well, I know we had recently, we had Carol Shallon on, and she emphasized how another thing they're doing coming up, forget what it's called, it's a weird title, something about the pie or something. I probably have it here. But she said they found the book at the library and really liked it. I'm going to look here to see, oh yeah, the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society.
Yes.
So, but she said, yeah, we found that in the library. And so it's like a group of letters, so we're doing readings and all this. And I guess this is another one that they're doing?
Yes, we actually have 2 of our volunteers at the library are also in the Old Pros group. And we were trying this earlier, but we're really trying to push the publicizing this event. So We have book clubs that meet every Wednesday, the fourth Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. So what we're doing is linking the book club book with the old prose. So Shelley Rones, who's one of our volunteers, is going to come in at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, September 25th, and she's going to read from this book, Gilead. And then the book club comes in at 6 o'clock, and they are discussing it. Yes, and this book is the first in a trilogy of 3 generations of a family from the Civil War to the 20th century. And the LA Times book review for it actually said it's full of passages that beg to be read aloud. So we're hoping
that's nice.
Yeah. We're hoping that, not only will the book club people come a little early, but other people will come, and then if they wanted to stay and listen to the book club discussion, they're perfectly welcome to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a great partnership.
Yeah. We're hoping it will pick up
sort of
steam.
Live audiobook.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
And oh my gosh, Shelley and then Lee McMorris is another one. Their voices are amazing. So I think it'll be really enjoyable for people if they will take advantage of it.
That is fantastic. What a great program you have. So the first one is Wednesday the
September 25th. September, not till September.
Yeah, now
so we want to give it plenty of time to get up to speed.
Between that time. You'll be on in about a month from now again.
Yes, I will, and I'll bring it up again.
Yeah,
if you
we'll
don't
bring
mind.
it up again.
Yes.
Okay, of course, about a year ago you started the extended library hours on Wednesday. That's been going good, obviously, because I know it was a pilot program at first.
Well, that was the thing. A lot of people would come in and they'd say, "How long are you going to do this?" And I said, "I'm here. I plan to be here." So I just want to remind people we've been doing it for a whole year.
Okay.
We get about, on average, 15 to 20 people come in during those hours. So it's not the same as during the day where we would get 60 or 100 people come in on a 3-hour shift. But everybody that comes in, they're like, thank you for being here. So I'm happy to, we're happy to be there. I also get other work done, like finding out things like Reserve Express.
That's fantastic,
So it's really worked well. My husband plays volleyball at that time, so he doesn't mind that I'm sitting in the library. So please, if you're listening and you're interested in coming to the library, 4 to 7 on Wednesdays, we'll be there.
Okay, very good. And not just 4 to 7, actually 10.
Yes, 10 a.m. to 7, but
4 to 7 is
normally
extended.
we close at 4, so yes, it's extended.
All right, very good. The library is just a fantastic opportunity. As you've seen, you've got ways to reserve books and great friendly people, and you can also check on maybe volunteering over there as well.
Yes.
They can always use some folks.
Yeah, we had a big party just at the end of July, a volunteer appreciation party, and we had a great time. It was terrific.
Very good. Good to see you as always.
You too, Ken.
You take care, and we'll be right back.
What lies inside all of us is more than data. It's life. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. We ask for 1 million individuals to come forward and stand on this landmark in history. All of us are different, and it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Welcome back. Well, I have a little horse here, which means that we have Kristen Olson, who is here from the Equestrian Center. Well, welcome, and thank you so much for hosting us a couple weeks ago out there. We had a blast.
I'm so glad you
And
could
it was
come
so
and join
fun
us.
to ride the horses and learn all that stuff. So obviously you're here to tell us more about the riding program in which we were covering.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about the riding program.
Yes, well, first of all, I just want to emphasize that it's a riding program. It's not a rental program. I know a lot of people are used to a rental program where they just show up, get on a horse, and take off. And that's not what the Equestrian Center is all about. It's about education, and it's about opportunity to learn about the horses and to work with them. So it's really a riding program, and we have a specific progression. So the first thing out the gate is an assessment lesson, and the assessment lesson It's for people who have not been to the equestrian center before, whether you're an Olympic rider,
right,
or if you've never been around horses before. We always do an assessment lesson. So it is a lesson.
Right.
It's just, but then what we do is we kind of take a look at your comfortability and your control of the horse, and then after that we kind of figure out what your progression would be.
Right.
The other thing that I want to point out is if you haven't been with us for 6 months or more, we use that also as a warm-up.
Right.
So that way you can get back into the swing of things in a safe manner, because safety is number one in our riding program.
Right, and I will have to emphasize that they really do a very good job of making sure you have the right helmet size, the right, if you don't have boots, you can use boots that they have there. And they're really good about making sure you're really comfortable on whatever horse it was. And you picked out the right horse for each of us, which I thought was really nice.
Yes, we do we're very careful about matching the rider's ability and their comfortability with the available horse.
Right.
Now, sometimes we might not have the right horse that would fit the rider, so we might have to adjust a schedule, have them come back, because we only have 10 horses that we can use.
Okay.
One of the other horses that we have is our older horse, Blaze, and then we have another horse who's rehabbing. Okay. So we have 10 horses to choose from, and it's a constant balance to make sure that it fits the rider appropriately so that they're safe.
Exactly. All right, good.
Yes.
Now, you have certain types of assessment lessons on certain days, so tell us when those are.
Yes, the assessment lesson / warm-up lesson. We have the limit of 4 people, and it's in the small arena. So we only take 4 at a time. So we do fill up very quickly. Right now, we're probably 2 weeks out.
Oh, wow, okay.
And so those lessons are offered Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 10:30, and Saturdays at 9. And we ask people who are interested to give us a call. We have to get a waiver signed, and especially if it's a minor like a grandchild, they have to have the waiver signed by the parents.
Okay.
So we need to have some time to process the paperwork. So we can't always accommodate somebody who calls up and wants to have a lesson the day after. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so we need a little bit of lead time to get the paperwork done and to make sure that we have availability, et cetera. That's, again, it's not a rental program where you can just drop in.
Right.
It is by reservation only, and it's a riding program.
And do talk about that waiver again, because the grandparent cannot sign it, only the parent.
Unless they're the legal guardian.
Oh,
so it's a legal guardian or the parent who must sign it. And then as a sponsor, the resident who's the sponsor does have a small area where they have to sign as well.
Right, okay.
So it is important to have that paperwork because it's part of our insurance.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me what you work on in the small arena before you go to the large arena.
Yeah, the small arena, again, once you have the assessment lesson, especially with the little ones, we want to make sure that they feel comfortable and have good control with the horse in that controlled environment.
Right, okay.
So until we feel comfortable, they're going to stay in that small arena and work on skills. We do games and things to make it fun. So it's not a remedial type of issue.
No, not at all. I mean, you guys had the horses walking over poles or pipes or something, and you had us talking to them and really getting to know our horse.
Yes, and that's really important. The comfortability is very important. Relaxing.
Relaxing, yes.
Because
we were a little tense.
Yeah, because the horse can feel everything that you feel. So if you are not relaxed, they're going to get tense thinking, what's going on? Is something wrong?
Right, right.
So then when we feel that they are, the rider is comfortable and has a good control with the horse in the small arena, in that controlled environment, then we can move them into the large arena. Now the large arena is very large.
It is big.
And it's also closer to the road. There's a lot of other noises and things that you don't hear up in the small arena. So that's why you have to have control and comfortability with the horse. So we work on the same skills, we just build from those skills. So we might go down and warm up with the basic skills, and then we introduce higher level skills as we progress. So we use cavaletti poles, which are the poles on the ground. We use barrels. We use the poles like for pole bending that are upright. We do different games and exercises to get them to get the skills developed.
Okay, all right, great. Now I know you want to talk about well, we only have about a minute. So
Sure.
what I want to do is they do have trail rides available. However, you have to go through this assessment before you can ever do a trail ride, correct?
Yes, you have to
Okay.
go through the progression, and we have to feel comfortable that you have the comfortability and the control of the horse before you go on the trail rides.
Okay, perfect.
So that's and we only do trail rides 3 times a week.
Okay, good.
So,
okay, good.
Yes.
And then one last thing is we're going
Yes.
to talk about the boarding facilities because
Yes.
you have some openings.
We do have some
Okay.
openings, so I would like to encourage anybody, a resident who has horses, who is interested in leasing horses or getting a horse. We do have stalls available.
Okay.
We would love to give you an informational tour and talk about how you can fit into our equestrian center.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
And then if they wanted to get in touch with you, what is the number?
Yes, the number is 949-597-4275. And I work in the mornings with the horses, so please be aware that I will return your calls in later afternoon.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me.
It was super fun to be out there,
Yes.
and we just had a great time, and you guys did a great job.
Oh, thank you. Please
All right.
come back.
We will.
All right.
And remember that, well, actually, one thing that we didn't get to tell you about is coming up in October, they are going to have a harvest hoedown, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of time in later episodes to tell you more about that.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
So, Greg, it's a lot to take in.
And I know that's hard to hear, but the doctors caught it early.
Hi, Blake. My dad has cancer.
And I know how hard that is to hear. But you're in the right place.
And Dr. Pascal and her team, they know what to do.
They know what to do.
The doctors know what to do.
So here's the plan. First off, we're going to give you all this information.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first 2 buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
Thanks, folks, for watching today. We've got a great show for you tomorrow. And as I said, the weather should be a little bit better as we go forward towards the week. Not quite as hot, not quite as humid. That monsoonal moisture is beginning to dissipate a little bit. But other than that, go out and have a great day. All right, take care.